Okay guys, here we go. The full tour of everything that's going on. So far, obviously this is the Freedom Breeder. Pretty awesome looking rack. Thing is incredibly efficient. I'm pretty pumped on that. Basically spent my life savings on it, but it is the 24 rack for what they recommend, like adult ball pythons in. I love that it has the windows. Just makes it seem, you know, more like a display and less like a drawer full of snakes, I guess. But then we pan over here. I have my ornate Euro in there. He's hiding. They're like little kids. They sprint around all day long, and then they sleep for 6 hours, and then they sprint for 45 minutes, and then they sleep. But they're such cool lizards. They're so I don't know, completely vegetarian diet, which is always kind of cool. I guess something different from everything else I have in here. Down here, I got the leopard gecko. Can't see it, it's dark, but she's in there. And then over here, I got the behemoth of a tank. I guess Viv. I have my Moonglow boa in there. She's getting pretty big. She's feisty. She doesn't really like anyone, which is fine. She can be like that. No problem there. But I really do love her. She was like, you know, that's an absolute dream snake for me. And actually I had a bunch of ball pythons, or a few I should say, back in like 2010, 2011. I ended up kind of getting out of the ring and got her, and then slowly but surely this is where I'm at again. So, but got the State 48 exotics board. Everybody's got to have a whiteboard. Obviously the Declaration of Independence. Who doesn't have that? Fancy degree. Photo booth. There it is. The box. The photo box. That's where I take all the pictures of the snakes. Makes it look like they're floating in the air. That's pretty awesome. US Arch hat. Duh. One time I did something cool on a dirt bike. Yeah, little nephew shelving. But now let's dive in here. Let's see what we have going on inside the rack. Alright guys, what I decided to do here, instead of showing each tub because my lighting's really bad, I'm gonna pull out a few animals here and kind of just showcase them with my hands like this, somewhere in this area. And I'll probably break this up into 2 parts. The original video is like 18 minutes long. It's gonna take 3.5 years to upload. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it like this. And we'll see how this works out. But I'm gonna just pull out a few animals. I'll be back and forth a little bit, but I think this is a better method. Alright, so this is 11. She is my... Let's see if we can get a focus here. She's my pastel highway. I got her from Justin Kobelka, and she's also possible het pied. But she's a great snake. I had some trouble with her early on. She wasn't feeding very well, and it was partly because she really wanted live. I try to feed all of my animals frozen thawed. A, I don't really like killing rats personally myself, and B, it's a lot cheaper to buy frozen thawed than coming down to my local reptile store and buying, you know, 12 rats from them is very expensive.
But since she was such a problem, I guess, quote unquote, she turned out to be like my little buddy. I had to always handle her, I had to always mess with her, and I just, paid a lot of attention to her. So she's used to me, so it's kind of actually a pretty cool relationship we've built. But put her away. You can get a little shot of her. And on to the next one. And this is Dave. He is my yellow belly pied, as you can tell. I actually got him at the same time as the snake I had just shown you, and they were the same weight. So there you can see a size difference. He's about 600 grams and does not miss a meal. He eats in shed. He eats when it's cold. He eats no matter what. And he is incredible. I think he's super bright, as you can probably tell. He, I feel like, has a perfect combination of pattern to pied ratio. But he's always a stunner. Everybody likes pieds, as do I. So, there he is. Moving up. Sorry guys for the delay in between shots. It's hard to snag these guys. But here is my yellow belly leopard, and he is 100% het for clown and pied. So, bit of a genetic powerhouse. Leopard gene's awesome. I don't think anybody hates it. Yellow belly for the color enhancing, second to none other than fire in my opinion. And we'll touch base on that in a minute. But he's ready to take my face off. It is feeding night, so I know they're a little fired up. So I'm going to get him back in his cage. Buddy. And this is Leahy. Anybody watch Trailer Park Boys, you can know where I got his name from. Drunk Super Park, or Trailer Park Supervisor. But he's a pinstripe, and he is a scaleless head pinstripe. So I have high hopes for him in the near future. But love the scaleless project. I think it's incredible. I know a lot of people hate on it. A lot of people, there's just a lot of negativity surrounding it, and I don't really understand it. I also don't really understand internet negativity in general. But that's him. And moving right along. Move into a bigger girl. There's really no method to my madness here, but here we have a albino pied. Her name is Scarlet. She's the newest member to the family, and she is so friendly, so nice, so curious, hangs out. And what's cool about snakes like this, when they're super friendly and awesome, and then on top of that they never miss a meal and eat like a boa, I couldn't ask for a better snake, you know? An ambassador when people come over and not afraid to eat. You know, how else could you possibly go wrong there? I mean, it's incredible. Alright. Oh, sorry. Alright, we'll do one more for you guys, and then I'll split it. Gotta come up here to the top row. See if I can't get bit real quick. Come here, girl. I know. I think she might be in shed a little bit. But we'll make do here. This is Pixie, and she's sitting at about 900 grams herself. She's obviously normal in pattern, well, slightly, but as you can see, she has some scales missing from her head as well. And that's just, you know, there's my pairing right there. I'll show you guys one pair, and then on the next one I'll get to my other pairings. But her and Leahy put together will hopefully get me a completely scaleless pinstripe, and I'm sure within the next, you know, before I do it, somebody will have conquered that path. But they're just I think they're really cool animals. I don't think they're gonna fade as adults. I think the pattern is really unique to the scaleless gene. It's also, you know, just the scaleless head does reduce the pattern and change the pattern quite a bit, which I think is a really cool, interesting thing if you never produced a fully scaleless snake anyways. But yeah, here she is, and there's a little taste of some of the snakes, and I'll put her up and then wrap this video up. Alright guys, hopefully these videos will get better and better, but I really appreciate everybody watching, and the next one should come out fairly soon, and hopefully it'll be a little better lit. I did just order a new light for my camera, so hopefully that'll kind of change things for me. It's tough to get light in here. I'm kind of in a bat cave. I like to call it the dojo, the snake dojo. And that's kind of it. I appreciate the watching, guys, and give me some comments, let me know what you think.